What's up, guys? It's Varsity Locker Room, and today I'm going to be talking about the James Harden trade to the Brooklyn Nets. So, James Harden was traded to the Brooklyn Nets earlier today in a four-way trade with the Rockets, Nets, Pacers, and Cavaliers. Ultimately, the Nets lost Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, and three first-round picks, and also pick swaps, and a couple other players for James Harden. Um, Personally, I do not like this trade. I feel like the Nets had something going with them with their bench and their role players, but now Karis LeVert and Jared Allen are gone, and they got rid of them, which their bench isn't really that strong, and they don't have many good role players. Besides Joe Harris, but putting those three superstars on the same team, I mean, there's only one basketball, and only one person can get the ball at the same. Only one person can get the ball at a time, and all those guys want the ball because they want to prove that they're the best, and all of them are very good. But putting them all on the court at the same time, all wanting the ball, it's just I feel like it's not going to work out, and they're not going to be a championship team. You look at the Lakers, and you got LeBron and AD, but you also have role players around them that when they sub out, then they can produce. But when the stars come out, or injury, for example, like Kyrie Irving and also Kevin Durant, maybe James Harden too. So one of them gets injured, they're not going to know what to do because they don't have those role players or that bench that helps them stay in the game. Also, they're not gonna they're not a good team on defense. Kyrie Irving and James Harden and also Kevin Durant aren't known for playing defense really, especially James Harden. They don't really play defense, and if they're not really competing on defense, they're not gonna be able to stay in the games because they're gonna be letting up way too many points on the other end of the floor. So their defense really needs to step it up, and getting rid of those players like Jared Allen, who's a great defensive player, also Karis LeVert, who plays hard all the time, and getting rid of those guys is going to be tough. And it's also going to be tough to, build your future team, giving up, three first-round picks over the next 5 years and uh, pick swaps. So personally, I don't think this is a good trade, but the Nets, they're looking to win a championship now, not over the next years, and I think they could possibly do it with James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving, but it'll be time will tell, and we'll see in the upcoming season. But personally, I don't like this trade, and I feel like with three superstars on one team, especially these three, for example, James Harden and Kyrie Irving, they want the ball. They want to show what they can do, and only one person can get the ball at once. And I don't think it's going to work out well for that reason. Also, the Nets don't have the depth that they had before this trade, and I feel like their bench isn't good, and they don't have their role players that they truly need to be a championship contending team. So we'll see how the season goes for the Brooklyn Nets, but if they're gonna make a playoff push or win a championship, it's gonna have to be this year. So we'll see what happens. Varsity Locker Room signing off. See you guys.